we go. Helen's gone on ahead to set the lock. And obviously take Bailey with her. Get the boat underway. And then drop the ropes back down a bit. There we go. So there's not much of a rise on this lock. I keep saying it's 6 inches. I think it's a bit more than that. I think it's close to a foot. I'll do some research and yeah, I'll let you know. I'm also going to need a different Nicholson's guide to the one we've been using. I've got a copy. I think I'm only missing 2, and that's the Northern Canals. One other, I think. Can't remember. But yeah, not going north this year by the looks of things anyway, so not going to need it. They've shut the Leeds and Liverpool, and another one, is it Macclesfield? Due to water levels. Obviously Macclesfield had a breach anyway, so you know, part of that was closed. So yeah, anybody wanting to go north or come south, if you're already north, out of luck. Luckily we're not going far beyond on a sliding scale, far beyond the end of Birmingham. Obviously we are planning to go to Llangollen. I have to keep an eye on water levels there, see if they're right, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, slowly down. That's 8 inches now, roughly. Back up a little bit because my bow fender is catching on the gate. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, buttons just floating over the top of the runway.
There we go, we dropped about a foot. There we go. Okay, it'll be opening soon. There we go. Bailey, stay on board, darling. The gate's open, and the volunteer will close it for us, which is nice of him, isn't it? There we go, leaving the lock. Under the bridge on the right.
Someone fishing who's actually caught something. Fire fishing.
Yeah, under we go. It's almost a winding manoeuvre. Now, normally in a situation like that, I would have tooted me horn. But as I could see, there was nothing coming from any direction. You have really good visibility on it. Seemed almost pointless. There we go. So the engine house has just come into view. That's disused these days, obviously. we are done. All I've got to do is line up for the other lock. But it's not another lock. It's where a stop lock used to be. So it's the one coming off the Oxford and one onto the Coventry. So you pay your toll at either one. And we head north. You're ever coming through here and you need water, there is water in a basin the other side of the bridge. There's water just up ahead of us underneath this bridge, a couple of boats along. There's also water below the lock, or above the lock, going onto the Oxford. So plenty to choose from. You never have to worry about which one you want. Useful. Oh, there's also another one behind me going south and into Coventry Basin itself. Choices, choices, choices. Fellow traders on the right hand side here. The historic butty, Jam Butty. And made preserves. I believe they've sold that, but I cannot remember who to. Keep considering getting a butty for ourselves. No, not for lunch, Karen. For anybody wondering, Karen is actually a person. She's pointed out that I am ever so slightly obsessed by lunchtime and meals. What can I say? I cannot live on water alone. Although I do live on the water. But that's beside the point, isn't it? Anyway, butty. No, unpowered craft. Or unpowered narrowboat, otherwise known as a butty. Some people have equal size, so you see the historic boats going around, and they'll have a 72-foot motorboat with a 72-foot butty, or such as, you know, same size. You can get a few different variations on them. You can get one that they call a shunt butty. So rather than being pulled behind, the back end of it has a V shape that your bow slots into. You then tie it on with ratchet straps or whatever to keep it nice and tight, and essentially extends the length of the front end of your boat. Obviously that would mean another license fee, but license fees for unpowered craft are lower. So I'd have to look into that. Then again, they are not cheap. So it'll be a matter of finding a second-hand one, I think. But if one comes up and we have the money, I may consider it. Floating workshop or something. Be handy. I get the feeling just after this boat up here, you can just about see him in the centre of his screen. Now let me zoom in. There we go. There you go, you can see him now. Should be able to come out of tick over. Although I want a pretty slow tick over, to be fair. But there's no rush, is there? The weather's supposed to brighten up this afternoon, so I'm hoping that holds true. Not like the Met Office have ever lied to us about the weather. Or got it wrong. them for defend such accusations. It was up here we moored last time we came. 2 years. Goes by the blink of an eye, doesn't it? Yeah, it's the entrance to the Ashby. So we've just come from that way. Ended a bit squiff, but it's all good. Swan nuzzling down. We will go down there one day, just not today. And we do have a 2-week break between a couple of the markets, between Atherstone and Coventry. As it's only 4 hours between the two, might pop down the Ashby. Have a little explore. I know. A little boat on the right goes called Poodle. Good name for a boat, that.
Down the Ashby.
Well, it's not down the Ashby, is it?
There might be.
Pretty sure last time this place on the left here was just being built. Certainly looks very fresh. Bridge number 90.
Shut up.
All you Paul Hardcastle fans out there, I know you're out there. Coming through Nuneaton a minute. We were just commenting that a place like this, you know, you're right on the edge of town. That the canal pretty much goes through the middle of Nuneaton at some point. And we've not seen anybody moored. It's just strange when we're so used to being down the K&A. You get anywhere near a town, moorings become scarce. Look at these gardens on the left though. Sort of ornamental decoration. On the phone, here they are, moored boats. These are visit moorings, so I would expect boats on visitor moorings. It tells you we're coming up for the centre of Nuneaton, canal-wise. And there is a pub just after the bridge up here. On second thoughts, maybe there isn't a pub after here. Could be a working boatyard. Definitely looking very boatyardy. It looks like it might have been a pub at some point, but no, very much boatyard these days. Starline boats, boat wharf. Yes, plenty of moored boats. That makes me feel better. Well, it does slow us down, but if you're in a rush, get off the canal. There you go. Come through. Past a few more boats. By the wharf down there. And yeah. As soon as I finish recording this, I'll put on a little bit of throttle. Still weird to me. I'll get used to it. But yeah. Don't have to go tick over all the time. Not saying I'm going to tick over now, but yeah. This is how the other half live, apparently. Nice. Yeah, we've only been on Coventry for a couple of hours, and we pretty much made it from north of Coventry to Nuneaton, which isn't a lot really. Coventry's not a massive canal. I think we spent about a week on it last time, if that, 5 days maybe. So it's not huge. For the life of me, I cannot work out why I've held it in such disregard. It doesn't make any sense. Seems quite lovely so far. Plenty of mooring. Sun's even come out. Suppose you can change one thing, change your mind. Hey, all right, guys. So, for anybody interested, that boat that just passed us is an all-electric day trip boat. I don't know where they operate from and to. I saw them in Hawkesbury Junction yesterday. So, yeah, very peaceful. We had her this year planned for honeysuckle, tamarisk to be all electric. The cost of conversion proved too fruity for my likes. So we just upgraded the electrics. I am, however, looking at a drop-in hybrid solution by a company called Lynch Motors. They're well established. They've converted many different crafts to electric and hybrid. Apparently all you need is 10 centimetres worth of space on your prop shaft at the back there to make it work. So yeah, we'll see. Well, it looks like the sun is actually coming out to play. Certainly warming things up a bit. Not enough to take my jumper off yet though. You don't get it that easy. Just coming past some permit holders' moorings. Appears to only be one boat, which is weird. Everywhere else, these moorings have been almost full. There's been a bit of an increase lately of inline moorings, which is what these are rather than marina moorings. There's also been an increase in the cost in them. They've gone up 25% this year, I believe. Yeah. As I've said before, everything's on the way up, isn't it? And a lot coming down. I think I've got something around my prop. Just feel it. Something's changed. It's not a lot, but it's enough to make a difference. Gotta keep going for now. But, keep an eye on it. If it slows me down too much or the engine starts getting hot, I'll have to pull in and sort it out. But it should be alright for now. Just under this bridge on the left hand side is Springwood Haven Marina. It's an ABC marina, ABC hire boat. You can find them pretty much all over the network, ABC. They are one of the bigger narrowboat hire companies out there. So yeah, they've got this little 60 berth marina. 60 berth, I think it is. Could be more. It's not massive. That's their fleet of hire boats. Maintenance facilities and a shop and small chandlery. Very handy. At least it would be if we were stopping and I needed anything. But we're not, and I don't. Teeny little baby cows. And bum. Hey bums. CRT working yard with its own dry dock. I know CRT do have some dry docks you can book, so I may look into that just in case we ever need one. We're just coming through Manchester, which is just south of Atherstone. There's a lot of history, and it was Boudicca's last battle site. Or if you're over a certain age, you'll know that as Boadicea. But whatever, same person. This is an AB Rotham workyard. So all these boats belong to the Rotham group. They go out and assist CRT wherever necessary. Where CRT don't have boats, they provide them. The irony being that a lot of these would have at one point belonged to either CRT or British Waterways and were sold off. Here we go, all tied up in Atherstone. So we're going to stop here a couple of nights, I think, and drop down through the locks early part of next week. But, it's rather lovely here. Let me turn the camera around. Finish tying the front end there, and on our way back. The park. There you go. Hope you didn't get too busy on that. But yeah, it's rather lovely. We're going to go and explore a little bit and have a look about. Yeah, various other things, and then chill out for the evening, I think. I'll see you later. Good afternoon, and yeah, bit of a late one again today. Well, we are only going a little way down through the locks at Atherstone today, so I don't know exactly how long or how far we're going to go or where we're going to stop, but it's about 6.5 hours to Fazeley, so we've got all week to do that before the market this coming weekend. So what's the time now? It's coming up 4:10. Set ourselves off and yeah, see what we see, go where we go. I'll see you later. There you go. Me and my girl on a boat crewing. All right, just me. She's gonna get on the boat, so yeah, it's just me crewing then. All right. Billy, no mates. Box number 5. There's 10 or 11 we're doing today, I think. Can't remember. Maybe 11. We'll see. No destination set for today, just we'll go wherever. Rather lovely evening for just moseying along. Going through a few locks. We can go for about an hour now, so with 5 locks down, I reckon another hour. And that should do us through most of the locks we've got to do this week. There's 13 between Atherstone and Fazeley. So another hour, that should see me through at least 11 of those. Maybe 10. We'll see. Yeah, it's all going well. Can't complain. No one's going to listen anyway, so wasting me breath. 7. Last lock of the day, lock number 11. That's 11 locks done, and I've spotted a mooring just over there, just beyond that gate. So, excuse me while I trip. But, yeah, that'll do. Stop for a beer and some dinner. Sounds like a plan. There we go, all moored up just below lock 11. If I can make my way over without tripping over the dog. Lock 11, there you go, you can see it. There, that's lock 11. And I'll see Tamarisk right behind me. So that's been 2.5 hours, nearly 3. So we are halfway now, basically. 2 more locks between us and Fazeley. So I might stop here 2 nights, I don't know. I'll make my mind up tomorrow, see whether I fancy going anywhere or not. But for now, let me turn the camera around. So there we go, Tamarisk. This is Bradley Green. So this is Bradley Green Wharf and what have you. Wonderful. And I've got this little footpath down here. Now I'm wondering whether Bailey would like a ball throwing for her at some point while we're here. Because this kind of looks like, I mean, it's grazing land. Could I get away with bringing her down here? I don't know. Oh look, wind turbine. Green energy. That's what it's all about, green energy. Speaking of energy, I'm almost out. Right, so that's us done for the night. And yeah, time for a beer and some dinner. Don't know what I'm having yet. Chicken, I think. What I'm going to have with her, I don't know. Not decided. Anyway, definitely a beer. I'll see you later. Good morning. And it's turned into a beautiful morning, actually. It was a bit grey when I first got up, but no, as you can see, sun's out. I'm going to have to go grab my sunglasses in a bit, because otherwise I might be blind, although it's going to be beyond me, so probably not a problem. Anyway. Going to make tracks for Fazeley today. It's about 3.5 hours from here. There's 2 or 3 locks, can't remember. Either way, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'll be single-handing through those while Helen works. So That would be fun. They're easy when you're on your own because they're single locks. Don't have to worry about tying your boat up or anything. Anyway, obviously you do to get off it, but once you're in, you're fine. So yeah, do that. I'm going to stop for water first. Not empty, but always good to fill up whenever you can. This has been a lovely little mooring. Let me show you a bit more. So this has been our view for the last 2 days. Rather gorgeous, I think. Nice and quiet. There's not a lot here. So Atherstone is about a 40-minute walk. We spin that way. There is a village in the other direction. Again, not a lot there. So yeah, it's been a nice little spot. But time to move on. We've got to be in Fazeley by Thursday, Friday. I know it's early yet. It's only Wednesday, but the sooner we get there, the better, and we can prepare for this weekend's market. So I best untie and set off for the water point. I'll see you later. There we go. So the water tank's now full. Threw out a few bits of rubbish that we had. Sorry, threw out a few bits of rubbish that we had. There we go. And we'll get it right. And I gave the left-hand side of the boat a quick squiz down while the tank was filling. It was covered in dust and sticky pollen, as you get this time of year. Did the panels, the solar panels, and the right-hand side yesterday while we were sitting on the mooring. See? No longer dusty. Nice. One thing I didn't do was polish the left-hand side. I did polish the right yesterday, but not that you'd notice, it's still not that shiny, but it's not that shiny a boat, so I think it'd take a few more coats of wax to do that. Maybe I'll get that done tomorrow. We'll see. Depends if I can get to that side, depends on which side we're moored up on, doesn't it? So, anyway, the train line off in the distance over there. We're not too far from where we set off at this point. We're literally just past a set of residential moorings. But it's going to be a good day. I can feel it. Rather indicative of the weather we've been having lately. This is a weir. You can see water's down a bit. The canal closures are coming in thick and fast at the minute, with water levels dropping. As part of the Trent and Mersey's being closed now, as well as a lot of the northern canals and what have you, for various reasons, not just breaches and maintenance issues. Yeah, they're struggling with water levels all over the place. So I am watching with a keen eye, because at the minute I'm not entirely sure we're going to make it to Llangollen. We'll see. Got to be some of the most helpful graffiti I've ever seen. Don't normally approve, but well, not stopping though, so another time. This is Alpha Marina. Two working boats, got some narrowboat truss bombs over there. Some on the outside here is called Northolt. I don't know what the other one on the inside is. They've got their own bar upstairs there. Samuel Adams, I think it's called, or something. Something like that, anyway. Two more working boats there, Jaguar and Otter. We are obviously headed off into the distance, very slowly. Got a funny feeling I'm about to get an absolute soaking. I've had a few spots of rain, but we seem to have missed any kind of major deluge. A few spots now, but not wishing to jinx it. Hopefully that's us. So there's one more lock between here and Fazeley. So we've just come through yonder lock. And whatever the opposite of yonder is. This lock, waiting for it to fill. Following somebody that was moored up behind us last night. There she goes. She's single-handed today. She's off to do the Roving Canal Network Challenge. It's 24 hours. You have a crew of 3, any more than 3 and you get points knocked off. There's all sorts of things you can do to win prizes and stuff. All about keeping the network open for navigation. Wish her good luck. I wouldn't do it myself someday. Maybe next year, maybe the year after. Who knows? Correction. There isn't any more locks. That was it, just the 2 today, not 3. Trouble is I was using my Open Canal Map app. So many P's in that. And there are some slight glitches on that, so every now and then it'll tell you there's a water point miles away from the canal, you know, in the middle of a town. This time it was telling me there was a lock, and there isn't one. When I zoomed in, the lock thing moved into the middle of the town, and there's not a lock in the middle of the town. So, yeah. Around here, over an aqueduct, find a mooring. This is Tame Aqueduct. It goes over the River Tame. Little nudge on the side. Hopefully I'll find a mooring up here somewhere. We are just outside of Fazeley. So CRT yard opposite. Fazeley is just over my shoulder that way. And the River Tame is that way. And where we just came from, obviously. So yeah, can't take up our trading spot for the weekend until about midday tomorrow. So I might go Friday morning instead. Get all my admin done. Get myself some clean clothes and what have you in the morning. And yeah, so that's everything done. I'm going to have myself a nice little shower and get myself all freshened up because it's been a warm day. Managed to dodge all the rain showers, went straight through the middle of them somehow. So yeah, fortune favours the bold, or the brave, or whatever. Either way, I'm still dry. Other than the moisture my body's produced for itself. But yeah, got some photographs, so I'll upload those to Facebook, and I'll see you later. So we just finished day one of the RCTA market at Fazeley. Yeah, it's been a good day. I've been along, I've had a chat to all our fellow traders, got to know everybody, and yeah, so I'll put it all together in a little clip, which you are going to either enjoy or endure, whichever you choose. Now. I'll see you later.